So tell us about this event in LA and what should fans expect?
Well, hey, look, we've been lucky enough to come down to the US on the HSBC World 7 Series for a number of years, but we're here in LA for the first time in a decade. And I think already everyone's getting really excited about the atmosphere that's going to be generated here in Olympic year as well.
Yeah, Rugby Sevens is the second time that Rugby Sevens will be in the Olympics, having been there 4 years ago in Rio, so there's extra excitement in an Olympic season. But the HSBC 7 Series, it's full of action, full of big collisions, high octane, high speed, incredible athletes, men and women, so it's going to be great viewing this weekend.
Yeah, you're going to get to see, 16 of the best teams in the world? Go toe to toe.
Some incredible athletes. We got put through our paces here, and that was a fraction on the sort of fitness sessions that these men and women have to go through.
Who's your favourite team? Who are you looking forward to playing?
Do you know, obviously home advantage, you hope that USA will produce. They've been a little bit disappointing this year considering how good they were last year. So, maybe a big performance from them to kickstart their season, but New Zealand have been pretty impressive so far on the series.
Yeah, they have. I'm looking forward to watching the French play. They love the sunshine, and they'll be excited about this. And of course, the Fijians is going to have massive support as the current Olympic and HSBC World 7 Series champions. So, yeah, loads to watch.
For fans who are not familiar with the sport, what should they watch for in a game to help them learn?
Well, a couple of really important premises of the game is the ball has to be passed backwards. So running forwards, but passed backwards. You're going to see huge collisions. It's not shoulder charges, proper tackles with arm grabs. And then you're going to see some phenomenal sprinting as well and footwork. Combination of the two. You're going to see some players reaching 35 kilometers an hour. And you have to think about the speed repeat nature to this game. That's what makes it so difficult and so mentally challenging. These are very, very finely tuned athletes.
When we were going through the workout, there was an emphasis put on having both hands on the ball. What is the proper grip? Can you demonstrate that?
Well, yeah, it's just, obviously it's quite specific to the individual, but some players will carry it in one hand, but it's more difficult to throw a longer pass with one hand. That's why if you have it in two, it allows you to throw short pop passes. If you go to ground, pop it off the ground. But also, if I wanted to throw a 10 or 15 meter pass, it's pretty easy. So you have that in one hand, and Ben goes a little bit further. I might get it there, but the accuracy mightn't be as good. Whereas I get it in two hands, I can get it out there really quickly. And there's no man or woman in the world, Usain Bolt can't run as fast as the ball can be passed. So that's why it's about getting the ball into space to the speedsters on the wing.
So we've seen beach volleyball and beach soccer. Will we ever see beach rugby now that we're here on the sands in LA?
There must be a version of it in Fiji, yeah?
Yeah, there's a version of it, and it's a good recreational version, but it's never going to be like at the level that the Olympic 7s is, or 15s, or even 10s that we play. We've got enough formats of the game now, and with Rugby X as well as this amazing new indoor version of the sport. So yeah, I don't think we'll see rugby, volleyball, beach rugby going to the Olympics, but it's a fun way to play with your mates, that's for sure.
I know in basketball there's always an argument about the GOAT, greatest of all time. Is it LeBron? Is it Michael Jordan? Who's the GOAT in sevens?
Yeah, well, look, he retired about a decade or two ago, but Waisali Serevi, the Fijian maestro, the Fijian king, has never really been surpassed, really. You just can't go beyond him.
He was kind of smaller than me, a little bit stockier, but he had everything. He had the physicality, he had the footwork, and the ability, the goose step to be able to leave defenders in his wake. So he absolutely had it all, and was a real founding father of the sevens game.
Yeah, and I guess like people that are coming down to the sevens at the weekend, Jerry Tuwai, the Fijian captain who plays in his position, who's Olympic gold medal winning Fijian. He's probably the closest we've got right now to someone that just is mesmerising to watch. But there's some incredible athletes on show.